Greetings, my unbelievable V family. This is once again your gorgeous, one and only Chief Pathman Senathirajah with a new look with my moustache. So please give me some feedback on my Facebook, whether you like it, you don't like it, you love it. I'm just changing things around because this year is about being limitless. Now guys, I am dressed up, ready to fly to Zurich, Switzerland, Lisbon, Portugal, and then stop over in Dubai on the way back. One of my usual trips after VCon to spend as much time as possible with my mentor, our visionary and teacher, Dato Sri Vijay. And I realized, leaving for this trip, rushing, packing, and you can't see, but behind the camera, there's about 10 people from the corporate family, from the network coming to see me before I go. And I realized something last night, that along our journey of networking, along of our journey towards any form of success, we learn things. We call it the learning curve. Dato Sri always taught me that when you start a journey in life, you have a learning curve. And that learning curve is like learning from the journey through that experience. And in network marketing, the learning curve is simply unbelievable. That you start as a nobody, then you become an entrepreneur. You understand the value of commitment, hard work. But along that learning curve, some things you learn move from your conscious mind to your subconscious mind. And that simply becomes our DNA, who we are, what we believe in, our purpose of existing on this journey. And I realize that many people start to lose this DNA. That you started networking because you don't believe in go to work, come back home, go to work, come back home. You started networking with us because you believe in the concept not only of financial freedom, but freedom. The right, the God-given right for you to make your own choices and live life to the fullest and provide much more than you are providing right now to your family. That you join this journey and a DNA that Dato Sri Vijay instilled in you, that a nobody can become a somebody. The DNA of always being a servant leader and not a dictator. That the more you care, the stronger your organization grows. Now I have realized that people on any journey of life face a risk of losing that DNA. Whether it's me, whether it's you, whether it's the top earners, VPs, AVPs, ISB, and you. You cannot lose the DNA. You cannot lose that understanding of why you are on this journey, why you're staying on this journey, what you are fighting for. More importantly, what belief did you have when you started this journey? And whether that belief is still strong and powerful that forms your core DNA that you are transferring to the people around you. I've learned one great lesson in the past 18 years. You cannot transfer belief if you don't have it. You cannot instill DNA if you have lost your DNA. So I want to remind you of our DNA. That our first DNA is that we are rebels. We fight against the status quo. We fight against the need for somebody to stay, all right, in a certain cycle of life and not have the ability to break free. We fight against the concept of employment. We fight for the right of every human to be able to live to their limitless potential. That we are rebels. That's our first DNA. That if I am here today after 18 years as your upline, as your chief, representing the two great ones, Dato Sri Vijay and Japadas Bismarck, is simply because I am a rebel. And I will never stop being a rebel. That you must fight for what you believe in regardless of the consequence. The second DNA that was instilled in me by the founders, that I have tried my best over 18 years to instill in people, that there's nothing on the planet more powerful than the power of love. Love for the people around you, love for what you do, love for the people who brought you into this business. That I believe in this old cliche that love can move mountains. I believe in it. that I believe the world today has lost the belief in the power of love. That when you look at Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King, all right, Nelson Mandela, Steve Jobs, they were all driven by some form of powerful love for either what they did, for the people they did it for, or for the purpose that drove them every single day to stay switched on. So the power of love overpowers everything else. That if you love sincerely, if you love unconditionally, your downlines, your uplines, your family, all right, the people who work with you or for you, doesn't matter. That love is so powerful that it can move mountains, that it can create the most powerful network marketing organization in the world, the V. And I am here today because of the love Dato Sri Vijay showed me. The love he has for all of you, that he's driven by it. It's not only about money, it's not only about profit or the empire that we are building, but it's the love for what you do. And I believe in this. Because Dato Sri Vijay told me 18 years ago, the day you realize that you love what you do, it is not work. There is no time. It's timeless. It's priceless. It's limitless. Alright? The third DNA that I want to reinstill in you, that you may have lost along this journey, right, is the concept of your potential. Now this, I am living proof. That when I joined this organization, right, I had no understanding of my potential. I was a loser, just like you, a better looking one, but I was in the same position. I didn't know what I want, all right, or what I wanted. I didn't know the direction I was taking was right or wrong. I failed more than I succeeded. Believe it or not, I got rejected along my journey by thousands of people. But I believed in one thing, that the founders instilled this DNA in me, that there's no difference in potential. That potential is limitless for everyone. Now the only question you have to ask yourself, is your cup empty enough? Is your heart open enough? Are you willing to put both hands to work every single day, regardless of the results or consequence, to reach a point where a button within you is switched on that unleashes your true potential? That people believe that potential is achieved bit by bit by bit by bit by bit. That's absolutely untrue. That your potential is like captured within you. It's a bright light covered by a dark cloth. That nobody can see it, nobody can feel it, and you don't even realize it is there. And along your journey, you will not feel it. You will not even believe that you have limitless potential. That along the journey, somewhere along the line, after paying the price and getting knocked down and get up again, as Dato Sri Vijay says, after paying the price to a point where you can't take the pain anymore, something happens. That click happens within you where that cloth is removed and your potential shines bright. So I tell people, you do not gradually grow to reach your true potential. There is a tipping point somewhere where exponential growth happens. That your check suddenly took a leap. Your organization grow. You held the microphone and you inspired thousands of people that you couldn't do just 2 months before. That your connectivity, your belief, your trespass, your ability to raise yourself to help mankind suddenly just started happening like that. And that's the turning point, the tipping point, where true limitless potential is achieved. That like the dark room became bright because of your shining limitless potential. And that is one DNA that is fundamentally important on this journey towards financial freedom. And remember this. Remember this. Be a rebel. Never comply with status quo. Don't answer the phone sometimes. Be a rebel. That the world does not dictate who you are, what you do, or who you become. You should dictate it. That surrender to the master plan, but achieve your limitless potential. Second, there is nothing more powerful, more beautiful, and more unbelievable than the sincere, humble power of genuine love. That if you love what you do, you love the people you do it for, and you love life, all right, your journey to financial freedom will be the most beautiful journey. So ask yourself, is your life 90% love, 10% confused, or 90% bullshit and 10% love? Change that ratio. And the final DNA is that there's no difference between you and me. There's no difference between us and Dato Sri Vijay. There's only one difference. He reached that tipping point, that turning point, where his fullest potential was unleashed. What you see is the bright, shining potential of Dato Sri Vijay, shining bright on VCon stage all over the world. What you forgot is the failures, the pain, the late nights, the sacrifice, and everything he did to make it possible for you and me to be here today in the greatest network marketing organization in the world. So through that journey of the learning curve, maybe your learnings will change. Maybe knowledge is upgraded. Maybe the comp plan change. Maybe there's new products. Maybe we're opening up new markets. But never lose the DNA of who we are. Because only when you retain that DNA will you have an organization that will truly be limitless in network marketing. I love you guys. I'll miss you in Zurich. I'll miss you in Lisbon, and I'll see most of you in Dubai. And to all my Muslim brothers and sisters, have a blessed month of Ramadan. Guys, this year, be limitless.